I'll cut it off.
We're fucking back. You are listening to the N APE podcast.
You actually never heard the track, right?
Ball sack in your wife's face, left nut, right nut.
Wait, you don't gotta talk so much. Just let up. Just be ready for these lyrics, bro.
Let's hear it.
CEO entrepreneur. Woo! 1964.
Jeffrey Bezos. Capitalism swag. Let's go. V and APE. Woo! That's about it, though.
That was life changing right there.
Guys, we can't play the whole song because of copyright and we don't own it, but shout out to my man Bo Burnham. And
Fascinating.
V and APE, we are back. We are back in the whip. It is a brand spanking year. Well, brand new spanking year.
Set the tone, Mike. What's going on?
Well, how do we start off the new fucking year? Wait, hold up, dog. This mic is all like, what the fuck? My mic is all fucked up. All right. How do we start off, dog? It's 2022, dog. First of all, how are you?
Perfect, bro. Perfect.
I gotta ask, because we were supposed to pod on New Year's. How did your New Year's go?
Fucking amazing. Got drunk, talked to my fucking brother. Had a good conversation there, man.
Yeah? You got drunk? You be drinking?
I don't be drinking, but on New Year's or something like that with the family, of course.
The Cuban
drink.
swag.
I won't drink with some fucking hooker and shit.
Right.
Fucking drinking with my family. I love that.
Okay.
I'm a family man, bro. Like Pablo Escobar, but like less crime. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, fucking.
So how was your shit?
My New Year's was trash, man. I ended up getting COVID. Like.
That's right, you did get COVID.
I ended up getting COVID from...
Tell them how it is. Tell them the Omicron variant. Like, explain how that...
Check it out. So this is literally exactly how I felt. So whenever I got it, bro, let me tell you that when I woke up, head pounding.
Right.
Huge headache, like out of control headache. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I was like, something's up. And pretty much for the first 2 days, I didn't even have like a cough or like any type of like feverness, any type of fever. I didn't have anything like that. I just had an extremely pounding fucking headache. And I was like, yo, what is this shit? Whatever, days pass by. I'm eventually getting a cough now. So I'm like, okay, things are getting up. It only lasted, by the way, the COVIDness, really like 5 good days. And my brother was the one that actually had COVID. He actually got tested and he got the results that he was positive.
Fuck.
And yeah, man, my brother fucking, he went through it even way better. Like, he Joe Rogan the fuck out of it. Like, he was smoking blunts while on COVID.
I hear good things about these blunts.
We'll get into that. But yeah, bro, like I was on some real radical left shit when I had COVID, because I was kind of like, fuck, I don't want to deal with this right now. So I understood, like, damn, maybe I should get vaxxed. But after those 3 days passed, I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit.
I think you're pretty immune at this point.
No, this is probably no joke, this might be the second time I had COVID. I think I had it a really long time ago, like when it began. And I don't know, I just like this one, You're
like the least likely person to go through some shit with COVID, bro. Skinny dudes smoking blunts, like that's...
Hey, man, with these new information we're getting...
A fat fuck. Now that guy's gonna have a hard time, but you, bro, you're dealing with that shit like nothing, bro.
But yeah, man, and it was pretty much just. Oh yeah, I did drink a lot of what's that orange pack that like it promotes vitamin C? Fuck, I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like this orange thing, like a little. They put it in some water.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Whatever that shit is. I was drinking a lot of that. I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did take a bunch. I did down a bunch of Tylenols, bro.
The Tylenols?
Yeah,
that
bro.
should actually do anything?
I mean, yeah, for the most part. Eventually, it made me feel extremely weird with my stomach. I think I had like a gag reflex type shit going on.
Yeah, that shit can fuck with your stomach, bro.
Pills, right?
You gotta like eat that before you take that shit and like drink a shitload of water with it, bro. Otherwise, you'll end up with a fucking ulcer. You take enough of that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, one of those days, my stomach was like, what the fuck? Like, I had to constantly burp. It was just not a good feeling. But in other words, that COVID shit was pussy. That's just from me though, guys.
Damn, like that.
I overcame that shit, and I'm here. We're podding.
Man, I gotta tell you something, man, because I gotta get this off my fucking chest. This
Speak
is
your
too
mind.
much.
Speak your mind.
So there's this chick, right? I don't even remember what her fucking name is, because,
Okay.
I mean, it's irrelevant compared to what I'm about to tell you, right?
Okay.
So this chick, right, she used to sell these fucking, what she calls farts in jars, right?
Oh my God, I seen this. I seen this.
But I want to go through this because some people got to hear. This is 2022. This is the world, right?
Let them know. Let them know.
So she was selling farts in jars, which basically means she would shit in a jar and fucking send it to someone. She was charging between like $500 and $1,000 per jar of shit.
500
Yes.
for the farts.
Yes.
Sheesh.
There was this one guy who went by John. That was his alias, and he said that.
What an alias.
He said it made him feel close
To her?
to her.
Oh my
Right, and
God.
apparently it's just like a jar, and like every once in a while you could just sniff the jar and just smell her shit, and he's fucking.
Yo, I respect her. Like,
I mean, I respect the hustle,
I respect the hustle. Like, yo, if you could fucking sell farts.
bruh, but I mean, look, she ended up sick.
I heard she ended up almost
ended
getting a
up
heart attack.
Dude, she had to go to the fucking hospital. The doctors were like, bro, you gotta cut this shit out.
You gotta stop the
You
deuces.
You gotta stop eating the way you eat and taking them fucking pills or whatever the fuck you
But
do.
what was it? She would just put a jar like on her asshole and just be like,
She would shit in a jar, and some dude would send her $1,000. That's what happened.
wait, let's be clear. She wouldn't shit in the jar.
No, she would shit in
She
a
would
jar.
shit in it?
It was shit in a jar.
And then she'll take it out and then just the smell of it, or like,
The dude can just smell this shit in the jar.
because I legit thought she was selling like actual farts. Like,
like she would trap the
yeah, like on some lightning shit.
No,
like,
bro, that sounds more expensive. This is a better business model. It's cheaper. You just shit in a jar.
Just shit in it?
You mail that shit. But what ended up happening was after she got sick, she was like, fuck, man, I can't shit in the jars anymore, right?
Okay.
So she came up with a new business model. She was like, I'm going to make NFTs of my shit jars. And now it's 2022. This is how the year started.
Okay.
Shit jar NFTs being sold online
By her?
by her.
And it sold?
I don't know, but it's there.
No fucking way, dude.
So that's what I'm.
Don't even get me started with NFTs, bro.
Go ahead and start with the NFTs, bro, because I'm thinking like,
NFTs are fucking, they should just be nice fucking titties. That's it.
just sell like titties, like just.
Nah, that's like a joke on Twitter. Like, that's what really the real NFT stands for. Nice fucking titties.
People be trying to like apply shit to it, like oh, we could make contracts, like NFTs can be contracts.
It's just the dumbest shit ever. I
It'll
don't
be
even like talking
digital.
about that. Shit pisses me off. First of all, I understand the whole like the science behind the NFTs. Like, oh, it's like in the info, like something about like so you can know who actually owns the picture.
Improve ownership. That's the big
There you
thing.
go.
Doesn't matter if you can copy and paste. You know.
You can prove ownership, but it's like, bro, are you serious? Anybody could just take a picture of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's no genius in NFTs.
I think like maybe for legal reasons it might have something that's useful, but like other than that, I mean, I don't think it's regulated. Or
Bro,
anything, so.
those people, I mean, all the rappers who have NFTs, they have it as their like profile picture on Twitter. I could take that picture and just put it as mine.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the real, like, I get it though, because everybody's like looking for the new,
They're trying to sell this as like Bitcoin 2.0.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it gives me that vibe, and it's like, it's just not as equivalent. It's not.
That's where we're going.
I don't like it, man, at all. Fucking video games are trying to get into NFTs. Final Fantasy, Square.
Dude, because it's cash for nothing.
That's what I'm saying. It's stupid. It's like, I hate that shit. It's like, I don't know, man. Let's fuck NFTs. It's just so dumb. I hate how like the new guys are trying to like pump that shit in your brain. Like, yo, or what's his name? Gary V. He's pumping fucking NFTs and
Who
shit.
the fuck is that guy?
You know who Gary V is?
Nah,
You're being serious?
I'm serious. Who the fuck is that?
Bro, Gary V is the dude who, wait, this is legit being serious, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, Gary V's the guy that does all those speeches about like those motivational speeches. He's a white guy. He's from bro, hold up. This is breaking news at
So
V&A.
he's like some new Tony Robbins type shit, or
No,
what?
no. You know who Gary V is, bro. I don't care what you say, because this guy is like a little too. Bro, this guy, Gary V.
I can't see shit from there.
Hold up. That guy. Come on.
Yeah, I've seen him, but who? I mean,
He does motivational speeches. He's like the new guy. He's trying to be like a young guy with the NFTs and
How you
this and
feel
that.
about all that motivation shit that's out, like the selling of motivation? Like, do you think it's...
I mean, I would be a hypocrite because isn't Jordan Peterson like huge on that?
Yeah, he's huge on self-help shit.
Yo, do you know a guy named Hassan Abi?
I've heard the name.
Oh my god.
What is he?
We could just call this episode "Fuck Hassan Abi" because like he's a fucking Twitch streamer that makes millions of dollars that is fucking preaching socialism.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you know exactly who it is.
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Homie has a Cuban flag in his room.
He has a Cuban flag?
And it's not because he likes Cuba.
No, it's because he likes the government,
structure and the...
bullshit. He's a fan of Che Guevara and Fidel Castro and all
Bro,
that.
he has the what's the red communist flag thingy? That,
The sickle and hammer?
Yeah, there you go. Bro, he has that in his room, too. And I'm like, yo, this guy owns a fucking $2 million, whatever you want to call it, crib in L.A. And he's preaching socialism. It's like... Bro, is that not the biggest fucking hypocritical shit? Like,
Well, there's an excuse that they have for that.
what is it? I already know. He said it a million times. What is it? Go.
Richard Wolff has a similar excuse for like him making money off books and shit like that. And it's like, well, the issue is the system, right?
Oh my God,
it's not,
right.
It's not me. I'm a part of the system,
Right,
and so
right.
I act within it just like everyone else. I'm trying to change the system, but I still live in it, and so I can't be a product outside of the system unless the system is changed, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's basically the excuse.
I mean, I got nothing against him either. He seems like a cool guy and whatnot, but it's just like, oh my God, it's like I can't understand how like
I don't like.
he's from Turkey too.
I don't respect him promoting shit that he doesn't know anything about.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that either.
And
That is what pisses me
But
off.
there's two possibilities. He either knows and he's fucking trolling.
He
and,
knows.
and profiting. off
Turkey's a communist country, no?
It's not communist, no.
Oh, never
but
mind
it's
then.
definitely, there's an authoritarian structure going on there. There's been a lot of protest and shit.
Bro, this is super random, but you know how I actually heard this from him because I was watching like some video of him, and Turkey, if you don't want to be in the army, I mean, if you're gay, you can't be in the army, right? Or whatever structure they got, whatever it's called over there, and apparently the way to get out of the army if you're gay, like you have to be legit gay. So for instance, right, you'll be like, oh fuck it, I'll just act like I'm gay, right? Okay. They literally have to fuck you in the ass.
So they fuck you in the ass, you get to leave.
No, and then they gotta take a picture of it for proof. And
Right.
then once all that is done, it's like, all right, you're gay for real. You can leave now.
Yeah. That's pretty.
When I heard that, bro, not to cut you
And
off.
he's against that, right?
No, that's just random. He just said that at random. I don't know his views on Turkey and whatever he feels.
But is he against like doing that shit to people like?
I'm not sure. I can't say. I didn't see what he's.
Because that would also be some hypocrisy considering the shit that like the Cuban government did to fucking to gay people, and the shit that Che Guevara would say about gay people. Man, they fucking.
I don't fuck with Che at all. He's from Argentina, bro. Like, and he's what's with the Cuban dude? Oh, let me see. Gay dude. Yo, we gotta talk about. I know we have no structure right now, but bro,
Fuck structure.
bro, I was doing Uber the other day,
Oh shit.
and some gay dude hit on me, bro.
Damn. How was it, bro? How was that?
No, the funniest thing is I have a picture of the whole conversation, so give me 1 second, dog.
Fuck.
Bruh, when I was fucking flabbergasted with just the way this dude was speaking to me, like if I was some piece of meat.
You felt objectified, bro?
100%. So check it.
Damn.
First of all, his name was George O. I don't know his last name, but George O. He's like, hola. I guess he's like Hispanic or whatever. He doesn't speak English. Bro, I'm like, hello? You know, normal, because sometimes the customers might have like a specific thing, like, oh shit, wrong address. Oh, look, can you just leave it here? Whatever. After I say hello, his first words are, you are cute, bro.
Me puedes dar tu número?
Wait, that's the second thing he said. The second thing he asked for is my number.
Yeah.
Then the third thing is that, like, if it's all good, he puts like the two hands emoji. I haven't even replied yet. And then he hits me with a, you are handsome, bro.
Damn.
So while he's writing to me all this, I'm going to homie's crib to deliver the food. Bruh, let me tell you what ends up happening when I show up to this fucker's door. Yeah, I finally pull up, so I'm like, yo. First of all, I'm already feeling weird as fuck because this dude is like treating me like some piece of meat. So I pull up to his crib, right, and I'm like, dog, what am I gonna do? Fam, he ends up opening the door when I'm walking to his door, and you know what I hated about him? He didn't even say a fucking word about it, dog. He just acted like everything was fucking normal.
Damn.
So then I told him, I'm like, yo, what's up with those weird ass messages, bruh? And he acted like he didn't hear me. He's like, oh, I don't know. Like he just ended up like closing the door on me. And I was like, yo, bruh, that was hella weird. I told him, but he didn't want to hear me out. And then he ended up giving me a bad rating too.
So he went like back and forth. It was like a conversation through the phone.
It wasn't a conversation
and
though.
it was a one-sided thing. And,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
after that, you pull up and you're like, "What's up with this?" And he all of a sudden he changes governments.
Yeah,
It's great.
homie doesn't know what I'm saying. He's acting like he never seen me or doesn't even know what he did. I'm like, yo, bro, back up the gayness. I want to
Yeah.
see this.
Yeah.
See, if he would have been on some gay shit and been like, yo, I think you're cute, sorry, da, I would have respected that more.
Yeah.
Instead of being on some quiet shit and be like, yo, like, he's just one of those dudes that like just says shit through text but wouldn't say it through your face. I hate those type of people, bro.
So I mean, he gave you a bad review. I want.
And he gave me a bad review.
Does he do that shit to?
I imagine he does that to all the drivers that don't respond to him.
If he
Like,
doesn't get head from the fucking Uber guy, he just gives them a bad.
fam,
review.
he was asking for my number. I'm like, yo, bro, you haven't even said a word to me. Like, I'm not rocking with that, dog. That was one of the. It was really uncomfortable. I didn't give a fuck because I don't care about that shit. Like, I'm not easily fucking offended and shit by someone that's saying gay shit to me. But it's like, bro, come on. At least back it up, dog. No homo.
God damn it, bro.
That's the best way I
Where
can
do you think we're going in 2022, bro? What do you think is gonna happen this year? How do you think it's gonna be? You think it's just gonna be, you know?
CDC is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
First of all, Delta, the fucking airline company, hit up Fauci and was like, yo, fam, and I don't know if you even seen the video. Fauci even admits it, like, oh, we're actually changing the what is it, the isolation,
The isolation period, yeah.
isolation period from 10 to 5 days because of essential work and essential workers. Like, he actually admits,
Yeah.
which was kind of like everything he was against in the
that's true.
beginning.
He's in a sense, I mean, it does make sense economically because like you got to balance COVID with the economy.
Of course.
But like at the same time, it's like, well, you know, it's bullshit in a way. So
100%,
so,
bro.
So just be transparent because these are people's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're fucking with people's lives.
Yeah.
And not even that. But to be more specific, he did say if you're asymptomatic or whatever that means. I guess
Right.
that means like you don't show symptoms.
right.
So, I mean, I guess, but at the same time, bro, anybody could you're spreading the disease even more now because of that. To be against the CDC and everything they've been saying. It's just so weird, and the fucking article was actually right. Like, this Delta guy did hit him up. It was mostly because, I guess, Delta, a lot of essential workers, pilots, and a bunch of workers are just leaving.
Have you been to stores recently?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. How do
Why
you
do you-
see? Do you see them fill? I haven't been in a store in a while, by the way. I haven't been buying
Really?
groceries. Yeah, I haven't been buying
Shit.
groceries and shit.
I mean, I do Instacart, which is...
Do you see like empty shelves or like not as much options and shit?
No,
Yeah,
everything is fine.
everything is filled up,
Everything is
stocked up.
filled up. Everything.
Yeah.
Oh my
There's
god.
places where it's not.
Excuse me for that burp.
But like, what stores do you go to?
Bro, you name it. Mostly Publix.
So do you go to like, I don't know, like
Publix.
fucking,
I went to
like
Walmart today. Yeah, I went to Walmart
And
today.
Walmart is like packed, like
Packed to the
everything's there.
fucking bone. Extremely. Everything is
Everything's there.
there. Everything that I've always bought is always there. There's
There's some places where there's shortages of like fucking, you know, like what do you call it? Just anything a
Paper?
farmer.
Paper?
No, just like anything a farmer grows. You know what I mean? Like just plants.
Oh, okay.
Fucking fruits and vegetables and shit like that.
I mean,
But I don't know like where it's happening type shit like specifically. I just know it's happening, man, and it's probably it might get worse because it has to do with like China and shit. But fuck that.
I don't doubt it. The whole thing. I mean, there probably is a bunch. There is a bunch. I mean, Miami based at least. There's a lot of people getting COVID.
Oh no, it's packed here.
Like-
Everybody's had it, bro.
I-
Half my family's had that shit.
Bro, I don't know if like the testing sites,
Not half, most.
Amelia Earhart Park.
Yeah.
Yo, fam, that shit was packed to the bone the other day. Like
For testing?
For testing. That's the thing. There's a lot of people getting Omicron, bro.
Bro, people gotta like buy more. I don't know if they have like a supply. Maybe there's not enough or some shit. But there's like the home kits that you can just buy, bro. Like,
Oh yeah, that's the new thing. People are actually doing it at home now.
just take the fucking test.
Yeah, but it might be a little pricey, no?
I mean, it might be, but goddamn, you know.
Shit, COVID testing is pricey in general too. I mean, there is a lot of free spots, but if you want like a rapid one or this and that. Damn, I can't believe you didn't watch the new Spider-Man movie. I was eager as fuck to talk to you.
I gotta talk to you about all of this cinema bullshit. Like,
What are your thoughts?
The way that it works in theaters is a lot of movies that are great are movies that people stay and watch on like Netflix or at home and shit.
Okay.
Right? These are like long, great movies, you know,
Okay.
like The Departed or like some Leonardo DiCaprio movies.
Inception,
and
whatever you want.
shit like that, right?
Got you.
But for the theater, it's not going to sell as much in the theater. So, like, what are people making to get a lot of money when they open up in the theaters? Fucking superhero movies, because everyone and their fucking shitty ratchet girlfriend wants to go see one of those shitty fucking movies.
Of course.
The fucking little kids.
You're not a fan of the Marvel movies?
Bro, I just can't take it. I can't take it.
What's the last one you've seen?
The only one that I actually like was the Joker one, bro. That's to be honest with you.
That wasn't even a Marvel movie.
I don't give a fuck. It was one of those super.
But I know what you mean. Yeah, of
it
course.
was related to all that DC fucking superhero, whatever the fuck it is.
So you're not into superhero movies, period.
I'm not.
I get it. It's very saturated.
Bro, it just doesn't feel to me. It's not entertaining to me. Like the action adventure genre in general, for the most part, isn't interesting to me. You know what I mean? Like when I see a bunch of shit blow up or like some fake fight that they made up and shit. Like I just don't give a fuck about that. Like 25 minutes of bombs going off and shit. Like I just don't give a shit.
Nah, but I'll say this Spider-Man movie was pretty good, man. Out of like any superhero movie I've seen recently, that one's
well,
probably...
the Spider-Man movies aren't that bad in comparison.
That's what I'm saying.
In general.
You grew up on Spider-Man. So it's a little different, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The Spider-Man movies weren't that bad though, because they had like more... They had more shit that was...
It just is cool with Spider-Man.
And the, what do you call this shit? The Batman movie, the one that with this... what's the name?
Dark Knight?
Yeah, The Dark Knight. That was...
Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger, yeah. No, Heath Ledger's performance there was the best part of that movie by far.
100%, bro.
100%. That kid was amazing.
A lot of people actually say that movie's not all that.
I don't give a fuck what they say. I mean, they probably... I mean, look, I know a guy... first of all, there's a guy that has 2 bachelor's degrees, right?
Okay.
So he's on that to a certain degree. Like, he's not a dumb dude at all, right?
Okay.
So, but he's a huge fan of, like, you know, comics and superhero movies and shit like that.
Okay.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Where does he get this, like, interest from? Like, what do you see in this shit that what am I missing?
You said he's like a professor or some shit?
No, I think he's working at a pharmacy right now.
Okay.
Fuck it. I don't want to, like...
Just a random homie?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine, you know?
Gotcha.
But fuck, bro. Like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, what do people see in it? Like, I'm not judging, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has their taste and shit, right? Like, people have different ways of, like, looking at movies. They look for different things in it. But for me, I just can't. Like, back when I was a kid, though, like, you remember those long-ass, super unnecessary Dragon Ball Z episodes? Where
come on, bro. Dragon Ball Z is golden, though.
Do you remember that, though? Like, it was a fucking 20-minute conversation before the fight started. It's like, you cannot defeat me. And then
it's like, find out what's next on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, and that would piss me the fuck off.
Anticipate the fuck out of it for next episode.
It'd be like 5 episodes before they really
get into it, yeah.
And then when they get into it, it's like he's Super Saiyan 1. I was like, oh, fuck, he's Super Saiyan 1.
He rocks him in like 2 minutes and shit.
Fucking Super Saiyan 1, and then like 5 episodes later, he's going to Super Saiyan 2. Is he going to be able to pull this off, bro?
Nah, DBZ was my shit, man.
That was amazing to me. It was like life-changing. Like, of course you remember, like, Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Toonami was
That
golden.
was, for me, my favorite part of Cartoon Network back then when I was a kid.
100%.
I used to love... I mean, that was it for me.
I liked anything about... I just liked Cartoon Network, period. But Toonami and then Adult Swim, they were swagging it up.
Adult Swim was on some bullshit. I gotta talk to you about Adult Swim, bro, because I have some fucked up thoughts about this. Like, why is that there?
We spoke about this probably.
We spoke about this, but we gotta. No. I gotta.
Futurama fucking traumatized me when I was little.
I gotta understand, why are they putting like fucking like adult TV with some fucking sick perverted shit in
on a cartoon, yeah,
on a channel that any kid, if his parents are asleep, he'll just keep watching
it
and end up watching.
And
that
that's
type of
exactly
shit.
what every kid did.
Right. So why is that? Why are they doing that? What is the purpose of that? What are they trying to get across? What are they doing? What's the message here? Because the audience is clearly, to a certain degree, children. They might claim that it's adults, and sure, there's adults watching, like,
of course,
the cartoons and shit. But I mean,
it is in the name, Adult Swim. It's more like it's cartoons for adults.
I understand that, but that should have been a separate channel. That shouldn't be in a fucking kids channel. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
morally, because of how susceptible it is to that.
No, definitely, I agree with you. Morally, I don't know. Maybe they do it just for that.
That's what I think.
On some fuck shit.
No, that's what I think. I really do. I think they're trying to get on that. They're trying to like fucking. I don't know where it's coming from. Like, what's the motivation?
Yeah, but this has been going on since woo.
No. This is decades old.
Like, yeah, since I was a fucking kid, they've been had Adult Swim on that.
But it's just like gets kids used to fucked up ideas like that at a very early age, and like the impact that has.
Bro, I was crying at the Futurama episode where whoever goes to fucking hell. Like, I was traumatized.
Yeah.
Like, as a fucking kid, I used to hate that episode, bro. That shit was dumb. I think Bender went to hell or some shit. I forgot.
The first time that I was very small, but like I watched Family Guy, and I was just I could.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I used to watch Family Guy as a kid too. Like,
dude, I could not breathe.
Yeah, that was my shit.
I mean, I was hearing about shit that like
you didn't even understand yet.
Half of the shit I couldn't the shit I could understand though. I was just fucking like asthmatic. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
Ridiculous.
Dude, you haven't seen the new Dexter season, right?
No, I haven't.
We can't even talk about that.
I love Dexter though. Like, just
do you?
Love it.
You gotta, the new season's on Showtime.
Love it.
You definitely gotta check it out.
I didn't watch the last season, and the reason why is because
the first one?
I was gonna watch. Yeah, and I was gonna watch it. I'll tell you why, because my little brother watched it, right?
Hey, shout out to the
he
little
ended
bro.
up telling me like, listen, bro.
He told you don't even watch it.
That ending is so disappointing. I was like, how disappointing? Extremely.
It is.
I was like, if it's that disappointing, just tell me what it is. I'm not gonna watch it.
I mean, he's 100% right.
And he
Spoiler alert.
And he told me, you know.
Yeah, Dexter goes on the boat. He ends up killing his sister.
Yep.
Deb, whatever her name is, and pretty much he gets so fucked up mentally from everything that's happening, and like kind of like people are kind of figuring out who the real Dexter is, and then he just goes on a boat, and I think it was a hurricane, and he just goes in it.
That was so unprecedented for TV though, right? Like when Dexter first popped up on Showtime, the shit they would put on TV from Dexter, like you just see this serial killer, and it's not like, oh, he kills somebody, but they don't show that. No, like they show you.
Yeah. They
show you the process. They show you what he's going through. They show you like how meticulous he is with everything.
Right. He's a fucking he's a blood splatter analysis.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. He works in the field of like solving murder mysteries, right?
It just goes hand in hand with him, like, because when he was young and his dad was a cop, he used to be in love
His dad prepared him to be a so-called moral murderer.
Yeah, his dad is like because he what does Dexter call it? His dark passenger or whatever, and his dad helps him with it, how to be more like moral, I guess, about it, and. Yeah, bro. He ends up every time his dad would go to a crime scene, Dexter would just be in love with the blood and shit, and he eventually just started killing. Nah, Dexter's probably one of my favorite shows I've ever seen. It's so fucking good. Like
it was an amazing show.
Like the first couple seasons, because I know there's like 8 or 9 or 7.
Yeah.
The first 4 or 5 is made from the actual director, like, and then somebody else goes on the last ones. That's why like there was a lot of criticism toward it. But the guy that did the first seasons did these 10 new episodes.
Dude, I gotta tell you, man, though, that was something else. Like to watch the way that he got down with people, the way he would murder people and just like, you know, cut them into pieces, throw the body here.
He would first actually find out if the person did some fuck shit, like some really bad shit. He had to prove it to himself because he knows he just can't kill somebody for the hell of it.
It has to be a moral murder. Yes. It has to be justified.
He'll literally ask him and show him the victims and ask him like, hey, you killed these people, right? Like he has to fucking make sure and shit. He always like stab your cheek and then put it like on the
Just get the little blotter.
the trophy.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And just collect all of the samples.
He would touch all them shits like, oh my god, like fucking being horny off that
was
shit.
some serious shit.
Yeah, bro.
That might be one of the type of guys that'll buy this shit in the jar. You know, you never know.
Nah, Dexter, I fucks with him. Even like as a character, like it was such
As
a
a
well
character,
played.
He's a very like deep character. There's a lot there. You know what I mean? There's
Hell
a
yeah.
lot of shit there.
He's
bro.
adopted. His mom got fucking murdered when he was like 3 years old, and he saw the whole thing.
Nah, it sounds like what do you call it? Like is it Spider-Man or Batman that happens?
Batman, when his
Batman.
parents, his parents get fucking murdered.
So
I think in front of him too.
Familiar.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, those memes where Batman is like, I forgot what it was. It's like when Batman saves me, but then starts smelling weed under my breath, and they're just like mean mugging the fuck out of each other. Yeah, because there be stupid memes on Twitter about like, yo, thank God if Batman caught you with a gram of weed, the shit he'll do to you.
How do you feel about the ISIS videos? Because I don't know if that shit is even still. Have you seen that shit?
What do you mean ISIS
The
videos?
ISIS videos, bro. ISIS has like the best director of all time. I don't know who's filming that shit, but they have like
Oh, the dudes just chopping heads off and
best
shit?
quality shit. No, they're so creative. You know, one of them that was leaked. This was on Twitter, I think.
Okay.
These are the old ones though. I remember there was this one guy. They had a tank, right?
Okay.
And there was this one guy, and they had him like handcuffed.
To the tank?
No. He was standing up.
Okay.
But he was handcuffed like the handcuffs that connect your wrist to like your fucking heels.
Oh, okay, like shackles or whatever they call
Right.
it. Yeah.
Right. So like back slavery type shit.
Right, yeah.
Like those. But here's the twist, right? They had some fucking they had put some nails like fucking stabbed under like the soles of his feet, right? And they had him there, and it's like if you move, you're gonna be really fucking hurting there, right?
Oh, damn.
And they fucking just squashed them with the tank, and that motherfucker was flat.
Damn, that is
Flat. I'm talking about like fucking like
Oh my
pizza dough, like just a
God.
fucking like Mario 2D.
I don't even want to. I'm like imagining it. I can't even say imagining it in my head.
Yeah, there's some sick shit out there, dude.
And there's a video of this.
Oh yeah, they film all of it, dude. Very high
Oh,
quality
my
shit.
God.
One of the other ones was like they have a bunch of people and a lot of guys, and they just put all of them inside of like this cage,
Okay.
right? And it's a cage, so obviously they can't escape. But there's a big ass pool, and they put the cage under the pool and just drown them.
Golly.
And then they pick it back up, and it's just all of them dead. And they just like
Fucking fish out of water.
yes, and they just like zoom in and show their faces like really dramatic.
Is ISIS still a thing though?
They're pretty fucking dead. It's the Taliban that's taking over, bro.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
Taliban took over, you know. But the Taliban is fucking evil as shit too, bro. They're also a piece of shit
Bro,
organization.
I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter, but somebody had asked like, "Yo, yeah, I think Trump is funny," and then it was just a thread of all the shit Trump has ever done.
He's definitely said some funny shit.
Yo, oh my god, that shit had me in tears
Yeah.
almost, bro. Yo, one of the funniest ones, but it's kind of fucked up. Doug, do you remember the time where Trump was like throwing the papers like fucking basketballs, like in Puerto Rico when it was like the hurricane?
Oh, I remember that shit.
Bro, homie was just launching them shits like if it were, like if he was playing ball. I was like, yo, Trump is.
That was like halftime at a basketball game where they throw the shirts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, yo, is Trump really doing this right now, bro?
Oh shit.
I remember another one was like,
You remember how he pronounced Puerto Rico?
no, how does he say
We're
it?
gonna give paper to Puerto Rico. You try to be,
Trump
like,
is funny,
very
bro.
like extremely
Hispanic
about it and shit.
Another one was like, the Pope was talking to Trump, and apparently he had asked him some shit about like how capitalism is like the greed, like it's greedy and it's evil, etc., etc. And then I think the news announcer or whatever, the reporter's like, oh, so what did you tell him, Trump, or whatever? He's like, ISIS is gonna get you or some shit. He just ends up saying that. Like, he's like, what? ISIS is gonna get you? Like, he ends up telling that to the Pope or whatever. There's so many clips,
You know,
bro.
the Pope is on some serious bullshit if you look at.
I'm like extremely ignorant about like the Pope and like, I just think it's.
You know, there's less Catholics now. Like they're just leaving Catholicism. They're like switching to fucking like.
Is that what the Pope is?
Yeah, the Pope is the Catholic dude, right? So they're
Gotcha.
like switching.
He's like the head Catholic guy.
Yeah, so they're
Okay.
switching to the he's supposed to be like the representative of God on earth, right? So
Okay.
basically what's happening is a lot.
That's what they say?
That's basically what he is. Yeah, he's
Oh, God. Who makes him that?
a bunch of other old priest motherfuckers
Gotcha.
that get together in a fucked up meeting and they decide who's gonna be the next pope after the other one died.
That shit is just all dumb, bro.
But bro, look at what happened. All right, so there's a bunch of like people that are leaving Catholicism because like
Okay.
like almost half of Catholics are like in South America, Central America, right?
Right.
Especially Brazil.
Definitely not in the U.S.
No, the U.S. is more.
I
like,
mean, it's I know a couple Catholics.
the U.S. is there's more like Protestants and shit like that, like not Catholics,
Got you.
right?
I don't
Like,
know the difference,
They
but
don't
I'm
have
listening.
they don't have some fucking like saints and shit like that.
okay.
They interpret the Bible themselves, like it's Lutherans and
Got
shit.
you, got you.
Like the Martin Luther King type of
Okay.
Christianity. But here's the deal, right? The thing is, like, he's so woke now that they're leaving that shit and they're going to other forms of Christianity that haven't gone woke, right? But there's like a woke movement going on in like religion where they're trying to like get rid. It's called liberation theology,
Oh,
and they're
God.
trying to get religion and just like make it woke, right?
On some left shit.
And that's old. That's not even new. That's like from the 70s. And like the Pope studied liberation theology to a pretty good degree. So he's mad woke and he's sort of pushing these people out because they're not used to this shit. They're like, what? This is not what the Bible says type shit. And so they just leave to someone that actually, you know, doesn't try to make the
Yeah.
religion woke. And so that's what's happening.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The last thing I read on a headline about the Pope were exactly this. That
Was it about cancel culture?
no, but it was something even weirder. He was calling people that prefer to have pets than children selfish. That was the exact headline.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard.
That's what literally it said. He's like, yeah, anybody that prefers to have a pet other than kids is extremely selfish.
You mean
And-
like instead of adopting a kid?
No, like literally, like if you prefer to have a pet than a kid,
Like instead of making a kid?
yeah, like literally.
Why is that? The fuck is the logic behind that?
I don't know, because apparently, you know, to be a parent, and I forgot what the article had said. I didn't read all of
Doesn't
it.
he want to lower greenhouse gases? Isn't climate change an issue? Like, why do you want more people? I don't understand. Like, what's the?
I'd have to read the
If
article.
anything, it's selfish to be like, I'm gonna have kids. Fuck the environment. You know what I mean? Like, if you
Does the
want
Pope have kids?
No,
He's a virgin?
he's not supposed to get married. He's not supposed to have sex. It's a celibate.
That's cap.
Bullshit.
He got pussy.
I'm sure he's fucking a bunch of little kids in the ass. That's not the point.
Like every other priest?
Like
Not-
every other priest, and then they send them to another fucking continent where they can continue to fuck kids in the ass because that's how they get down because they're sick pieces of shit.
You think the Pope is fucking kids in the ass?
I don't know what he's doing, but he definitely is protecting them. He knows a lot of people that are into that shit, and he helps it out. He just keeps the structure. That's an institution. That's like a government. If the government does some fucked up shit, they're not.
They got their back. They got each other's back.
Yeah, they're not. They're gonna try to like make things.
It's like a prosecutor in the case.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, any government is gonna do whatever it can to just keep surviving. So
Yeah.
the Catholic Church is the same shit. They're just the Vatican is gonna keep on trying to survive and deny, and if they can't deny, then fucking pretend like they're doing something about it, and then not really do enough. Because this, of course, if you're gonna say these are a bunch of celibate old dudes that are like taking care of young kids and like
Get the fuck
showing them shit about, how does that not attract pedophiles? That's a fucking pedophile magnet.
It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about not getting any pussy ever. You know what that would be like?
Dude, I'm serious. That shit just attracts pedophiles. And they have a reputation for it now, so I'm sure they're like,
No, I agree with you. It's like if you're never gonna get pussy and all you do is hang with kids,
yeah, they
it's like it's inevitable.
I mean, they have church with like but there's always like an element of like kids are indoctrinated into like the religion. They're supposed to believe in the faith, and this guy has so much power over kids because they like look up
to him.
Yeah, they
He's
look up
the
to him.
Pope. Yeah.
Exactly. This is like a spiritual thing. This guy's connected to God.
Yeah, he's the fucking God magnet, or
Right.
whatever you want to call him.
So that's some bullshit, right?
Fuck the
What is
Pope.
going on here? You know. You know Prince Andrew. Remember Prince Andrew from fucking from London or fucking England, whatever the fuck it is.
What's her name? Ghislaine.
Yeah, that bullshit.
They took that bitch down.
Yeah, they found her guilty. We'll see where she goes. You know, there's two types of prison. You know, there's the
My man Andrew is next. He's trying everything he can to just say he was not a part of that shit, bro.
well, he actually tried to get the case out, and they were like, nah.
Chill, fam.
They were like, nah. And so it's like, well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna like go and bring him out of London, like that's some serious shit. If you get the prince and they're not gonna forcefully bring him here. Like
They can't. It's impossible.
They're not gonna do that. They just can't.
That would be government against government.
That would be way too serious, like internationally, right? That's the issue with the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. Is the people that are involved, like if they actually,
it's too big. It's too many big figures, right?
Yeah, there's serious consequences if it goes down. Like it would, bro. People don't trust the government and institutions and like people at the top at all. So this would just bring it even like lower.
Only thing I know is that like Prince Andrew said that he has a disorder that doesn't make him sweat.
That is some serious bullshit.
Why did he say that,
bruh? And
then somebody, I don't know if it was like the government or somebody was like, oh look, all right, prove it to us then, like that you can't sweat, like.
I mean, and they've associated with people that were pedophiles and shit too in the past, like for years.
Yeah.
They knew
Who? Prince Andrew?
The royal family in general.
I mean, the royals, they've done fucked up shit for years.
They're fucking sick. They've always been sick.
Yeah, but I
mean,
and you've seen the interview where Prince Andrew is like, there's literally a photo of this fucking guy with the girl, whatever her name is, I forgot.
Yeah.
And he's still like, oh no, I don't know her.
Yeah, that is some serious bullshit.
Come on, dude.
Serious
get
bullshit,
the fuck
dude.
out of here. He's literally looking at the camera with the chick. Like, they both took a pic. They know. Prince Andrew's full of shit, bro.
This involves way too much fucking bullshit, bro. That's the thing. People are going to keep pressing on it.
Nobody was covering the Ghislaine story either. Like, what was going down in court?
Here's what they do. Like, I remember, for example, CNN, they had some coverage. But it was very slight. It was just like telling you like it was almost like a PowerPoint
type. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean in that sense, like there wasn't really like CNN wasn't going ham
there wasn't like fucking we're popping out special reports every day.
Like we're but it was federal, so that's
an excuse.
That's the excuse. Yeah,
that's an excuse because even if it's federal, there's still a way to get
you can still cover the story. Yeah,
exactly.
But I did hear that a lot of figures did end up getting arrested, just behind the scenes and shit.
I mean,
I don't know. This is according to Twitter, so take it with a grain of salt.
I'm not sure. I mean, for the most part, I think it's just lane, and they don't want to dig too far. The more people you arrest, the more there's like an incentive for them to snitch and pull out more information that's going to lead to more people getting into this, right? And Ghislaine,
she's going to do life, right?
I'm pretty sure she's going to, well, I don't know.
She's going to die in jail.
I don't know how they're going to sentence her. That's the other issue. You gotta understand, bro. She is so fucking connected. I mean,
I know, bro. And she has four counts of sexual assault?
How do you actually? I mean, do you expect that they would ever put Bill Clinton on trial? That they would ever put Trump on trial for fucking pedophilia or some shit like that? Like, I don't. What would happen?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I believe that Trump probably didn't do anything with it.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but
I 100% believe if I had to fucking bet on it my life, Bill Clinton did some weird shit.
I'm much more inclined to believe that Bill Clinton did some
100%, more than Trump, 100%. Bill was on the plane 20 fucking...
No, he set a world record for that shit.
He was the most on the plane, right?
Yeah, he's on that. And if he's gonna try to pull up and be like, well, I didn't know anything, it was just...
Is that they don't pop out and they don't talk about things, bro. They're not going to.
No one's gonna pressure them either.
That's the thing.
That's the other thing. They'll just mention it Bill Clinton may have been involved too. In other news, a fucking puppy was in a tree and they say...
It's fucking... I mean, that's life, bro.
Think about who owns if you look
I'm pretty sure Bill owns so many things.
Think about it though. All these people fucking know each other because the media companies, it's such a small group that has so much influence over information.
Yeah.
Right? So look at Fox News.
It's a couple companies, yeah.
Fox News and CNN. Same conglomerate. Same group. If you look all the way at the top, the corporate
who owns
level,
it?
It's the same ownership.
Who does own that, by the way?
You can look it up, but you look at the fucking CEO, you look at the company, look at the owner of Comcast and shit. They just promote the fuck out of whatever they want. You see all those Comcast commercials, you're they're paying for it. No, it's their fucking service. They don't have to pay for shit.
I see what you mean.
They own NBC. You know what I mean? They own that shit. They own fucking what do you call these Universal Studios? Comcast owns Universal Studios as well.
Really?
Right? Yeah, they do.
What the fuck?
And so Harry Potter rides that were really famous. That was a part of the Comcast Corporation. They bought that. They own that.
Oh shit!
If you look at Sky News over in fucking what do you call this shit over in?
We're talking billionaires.
Yes.
Fucking.
And they own that as well. They own Sky News over there. So these guys have an enormous influence, and it looks like it's a bunch of different news channels and shit, and they're like independent, but it's not. It's like really, if you look at the corporate level, it's just a few fucking owners and a lot of shit, but it's not clear to people. They think Fox News, CNN, it's like, no, it's this.
Then they have this whole separation between viewers who watch certain news thing. It's all part of the plan.
I see Fox News and I see bullshit. The same way I see CNN, I see bullshit. What I see is just appealing to the people that want to hear a certain way of presenting information.
I mean, for the most I wouldn't even want to call this a news thing, but I think Joe Rogan is the most like honest gatherer of information.
I think Joe Rogan just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about sometimes, and
but he has a lot of
people on.
Did you actually see the recent one
with the medical doctors and
yes
shit? Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, but this is an issue, right? Because like you can see one doctor that presents a certain view, like his perspective of the research, and maybe there'll be like 10,000 doctors that disagree with him, right?
My point is to that is because
and they've read the same studies, so it either has to be a big conspiracy where all of them are getting together, or maybe he's like really, really knowledgeable and he has an understanding that the other guys aren't looking into.
I say that because apparently I just read this somewhere that it was like an amount of like 250 medical experts that are writing letters or wrote letters to Joe Rogan and Spotify talking about the misinformation about COVID-19 and this and that.
They want to get him out. That's
what I was saying. So why are so many people against Joe Rogan, though? It's like...
I think a lot of those doctors probably think they're doing the right thing. They probably think that this is going to cost people lives and shit. Here's part of the issue I have with doctors is that I don't think they should fucking set policy. I don't give a fuck with
at all.
I don't give a shit.
Do your job. That's
I don't
it.
give a shit about your political opinion.
That's
you can
what I'm
express
saying.
it. They can do what they're doing right now. They
of
have the right to do that.
But just do your job,
I just
bro.
think that you don't know jack shit about fucking politics, and for you to just pull up and
know what's the craziest thing, not to cut you off too, Joe Rogan has even admitted like he's not against like the other side, like in the sense of like people that are with the vaccine and stuff.
Well,
like he said that he's tried to like invite people with like the other side, people who are like...
he has.
Who? Like who?
He's had the fucking doctor, the
CNN guy?
Yeah.
Exactly. Point proven. Like he's tried to invite other people, but they just don't want to go up there.
I mean, he invites people from
and they don't even want to like debate against other people. It's like, oh, it's this way and that's it. Fuck it. Like that's it. Like it can't be.
Yeah.
There's no critical thinking involved. Like it's just like this. That's it.
Here's another.
It's some dumb shit, bro.
Here's another issue. Like people don't know how to read like medical papers. They don't know how to read like research, like peer-reviewed research.
Yeah.
They don't even know how to fucking find it, most people.
100%,
right?
yeah.
And so that's an issue. They don't understand statistical methods. They don't understand how to interpret it. They don't know what a meta-analysis is. They don't know how valid and reliable certain shit is. So that's a big issue because now you got billions of people trying to figure out what's actually going on.
Right.
And these are billions of people that depend on other people who study and who understand like how research is conducted and like how to interpret it.
It's crazy though. Like that's the thing. There's not gonna be one person that, or like there's not. It's so many opinions out there that it's hard to like distinguish what's real.
But you see what I mean? If people in general they can't like understand the research for themselves, they can't look at it for themselves and see what's going on. Yeah, that's a huge issue.
I mean that's happening every day of our life.
You just see the opinions all over the place, but it never settles anything because
that's what I'm saying. It's never gonna get settled though. Period.
You can't confirm it for yourself. Right.
Because
unless you really take the time to understand.
I mean, the dude that he had recently, I think he worked for Moderna or Pfizer. He was like a
Pfizer CEO's been making rounds.
He did some shit, and I forgot he wasn't against the vaccine or anything. He actually took the vaccine. He was just saying that there was certain little things about it. He was
talking about early treatment. If you're
there, you go. Yeah.
He was saying like these people, they're not applying early treatment. They're telling people to wait until they're sick and practically dying to go to the hospital. And by the time they do
you just fucking reminded me, bro. He even admitted that people that are dying in hospitals due to other things, they'll just name it as COVID. So let's say you get shot
Yeah.
God forbid, obviously. Let's say you get fucking popped in like your fucking shoulder or whatever, your heart or whatever, God forbid, and apparently you had COVID when you passed away.
So they would put it as a COVID.
They would just write it as COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Just little things like that, and then.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about that. I just don't know like how accurate it is.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying what he said,
But
obviously.
no, I get that. I get that.
Just little things like that, I would be like, what the fuck? Like, and I know and bro, hospitals make money over people who get COVID or pass away from COVID or some crazy shit like that. Like, that's what I heard.
There was a lot of fucked up incentives and shit.
That's
like
fucked
that.
up, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even trying to be funny or that's extremely fucked up.
So here's the thing.
How are you gonna make bank off people just dying off COVID, bro?
I mean, the model's set up that way.
I mean, that's normal, right? Is that normal?
I mean,
Do hospitals make money off people's deaths? I mean, obviously they do.
well, in a way they
In
might.
a way they do.
They might, because sometimes there's like who's gonna front the bill unless the
That's what I'm saying.
Unless the government is gonna pay for it. Like sometimes a dude just comes in an emergency, they send him a bill, he never pays it.
He never pays
He
it.
has medical debt, and they just fucking did it. They just had to do it because by law,
By law, you gotta fucking
if
take care
somebody
of
comes
people.
in with a bullet wound, you got to treat that person.
100%.
You know.
That's crazy, dude. I don't know, man. That's some fucked up shit. Taking that whole, that's why I don't know, man. I just can't trust. Like you said, it's never gonna be settled, though. That's the real issue with the whole.
I think part of the issue is there's a lot of information already out there, but people don't know what to do with it. That's part of the issue. There's so much information, and there's so
Right.
much truth out there.
Okay.
The issue is that it is so fucking like it's out there in such a way that there's so much information, and people don't know how to search through it and focus in and just find specifically what they're looking for, analyze it, and make a decision based on that. That's part of the issue. Like, people just don't know.
The other thing is, though, I mean, COVID could vary with anybody, though, like by case.
Oh, for sure.
Cause like,
Yeah.
like
That's why
you
they-
said, maybe it could be a problem with weight. A lot.
No. That's why for you, it's like you're not
Is that even actually true though?
statistically.
Because I know Joe Rogan has said that a million times too. Like
I mean, statistically, yes.
people who are more overweight or tend to get it more
If you're obese and overweight, like you're way more likely to have complications than somebody who's
and just get sick. Period.
yes. Like you're much more like just with that by itself. Now there's
What-
other shit to consider.
Right, because everybody's different.
Right, like there's some skinny people that have like other disorders that puts
Right.
them at risk. And
And
so
yeah.
maybe a really fat dude who's like, other than that, he doesn't have an issue. He'll just get COVID. He'll probably
Versus someone who's just extremely skinny.
versus someone who's just extremely skinny. But like, in general, people that are just, a normal healthy weight,
Gotcha.
they're not gonna have this.
They're less likely to get COVID.
They're less likely to have issues.
Statistically,
Statistically, yeah.
Right, okay.
I mean, there's more shit in the middle, right? There's like other variables, but like in general, that's what's going on.
Speaking of that, did you see the whole thing with Ethan Klein and Joe Rogan?
That is such fucking horse shit, bro.
Did you see the shit he was saying, bro?
I don't know what the
What
fuck what is he going on about, bro?
But why is he going after Joe Rogan so bad? Like, I didn't get it.
I don't know what the fuck he's trying to prove here.
He's on some clout shit. Like,
What the fuck are you trying to prove, man?
You seen him though? Like he was trying to compare himself to Joe Rogan, and Ethan is fat as hell, and then Joe's like fit. They had like a picture comparison or whatever, and then I forgot what Ethan's point was. Like I don't even remember it, but it was fucking retarded.
Bro, that is some serious baby dick energy he has.
What's wrong with him though?
I mean, that is serious baby.
He
dick
was
energy.
saying that Joe Rogan this that he's influencing people to not get the vax and this and that. Like it was just a bunch of dumb shit, bro. Oh, take your zinc. Oh, take this.
I
Like
mean,
he was making fun of Joe Rogan.
I think obviously I think that like not taking a vaccine is it's kind of, unless there's like a health reason for it, like I just think it's kind of stupid in general. Like
Yeah, 100%.
I think I like none of the fears, like these crazy ass fears about fucking 5G and all this bull, like none of that shit.
Okay, what about people that are more likely to get COVID after getting vaxxed?
I'm not sure about that study.
I'm just saying, like,
Not sure.
if it was, I heard about it
I
though.
hear shit like that on Twitter every day, right? Like,
Same, me too. That's what I'm saying. Just
You're-
little things like that.
you're
If that was true though,
there's people saying there's more people that took the vaccine that are being hospitalized
versus people that are unvaxxed.
versus people that are unvaxxed, and I'm like, can you show me the fucking study?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's true, but I'm just saying if it was though, would it put less hesitation?
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
more
I'm not
hesitation?
sure. Look, I think even the CEO of Pfizer has sort of, in a way, said that you know, it's probably not as effective for the Omicron variant as it was for the other ones.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure 100% about that, but you know, so that sort of stuff, like you can just. I mean, obviously there's an issue with like the pharmaceutical companies, like they don't have as much of an incentive to. Like, they have more of an incentive to lie about certain
Of course.
shit,
They don't give a fuck about what people, bro.
You know? So
they just want money.
Exactly. So that's part of the issue, right? So that's a problem. But at the same time, it's like, listen, man, the vaccine, there's been a lot of research on it, independent research
100%.
from all over the fucking world.
100%. Listen, if I, as a person that's unvaxxed, I'm completely cool with people getting vaxxed. I think it's cool. The way I see it, if you really feel like you should get vaxxed, then hey, go for it.
Yeah.
That's it. Point blank.
I just don't like the paranoia around the vaccine. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean,
I don't think there's any justification for it. Like, just for the same shit for any other vaccine, you know, because people talk about.
There's that argument always, like, we've been getting vaccines since the fucking 90s. Well,
and then they're like, it's mRNA. It's like it stays in your body forever. It's like, no, dude, that shit leaves.
It's only been researched for like 6 this amount.
Yeah, I don't think they understand what happened. I mean, the reason that research takes a long time, it's not because it's a 6-year study. It's because they need.
Dude, people are dying. We need this shit now. I get it. I get the whole vax thing. It's like, I'm not against it, but I can see where people like Joe Rogan are just trying to do critical thinking about it and just see where the actual bullshit is.
Joe Rogan has always been on some like alternative health bullshit. Like,
you think so?
Yeah, he always has been.
Has he?
Yeah. He be on the keto diet bullshit, and you know.
He's one of those. All right.
Alpha Brain, taking Alpha Brain, which is, I mean, he owns Alpha Brain, but like.
Listen, if I felt so bad to the point where I couldn't take it anymore, like I'd get vaxxed, period, honestly. But me, after dealing with it, I just think like I don't really need it.
I mean, I think you're pretty much immune at that point. I mean, you already got.
And I heard that people that get COVID and just like after that, they're kind of like,
you already got COVID. I don't think you really need to take a.
See, the real issue is with older people, and them the way they react to it the first time they get it. Like if it's fucking crazy and your life is fucking. It's either life or death, then go get vaxxed.
But there's another issue. There's another thing going on as well, because.
What?
And it's complicated, but like in terms.
That's the whole theme of this. It's just complicated, period.
But in terms of like epidemiology, like the amount of people in general.
Yeah, agree with the vax.
That decide to get vaccinated or not get vaccinated decides how it spreads. Decides
You're right.
how many cases they are.
You're right.
In terms of the entire population, and that decides what the risk is on any given day for someone that's vulnerable.
That's true.
Now, that can be used as an excuse to fucking tell you to go inside your house and never fucking
come out.
leave.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So, and I'm completely against that, by the way.
Okay. You're against, even though.
But I think it's an issue of like, there's no sense of personal responsibility and just doing the right thing.
True.
Right. And I don't want to say that to people in terms of like, if you don't get vaccinated,
you're a dickhead.
You're a fucking dick.
Yeah.
No, I don't agree with that at all. I mean, you can make your own fucking decision. I don't
100%.
think the government should be fucking telling you what to put in your body. I think that's fucking sick.
100%.
Right.
It's a hypocritical thing though, because it's like, yeah, you're not telling people, but then at the same, it's a tough. We've been talking about this since what, like last year. Like this has been, and this is
the third year.
It's still going on. Like there's still people fucking contemplating it. There's still people on fucking Spotify and this podcast talking about it. There's Joe Rogan's getting fucking people from it's so fucking mushed up.
I'm gonna read some of those studies and go into. I really haven't paid attention to it because I'm like, bro, these people are so.
I mean, you're vaxxed. You don't give a fuck. You're already vaxxed.
I'm thinking like
there's no point.
These people are so fucking obsessed with this shit. Yeah, but I'm thinking just in terms of like knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
Like to know what's true and what's not. Like just to read those fucking studies.
That's the thing. How do you know what studies are true?
Well, I don't.
There's so much information out there.
No, the way you would do it is like all right, if there's one study that comes out with a certain result. Okay, that study's there.
We can't trust the CDC. Like, where are we going?
You can go, and if there's another study that reproduces that.
Okay.
Right, it does the same study and it gets the same results or it gets very similar results. That adds more support. If another study from another place independently,
I see what you mean.
So
just go to different places and see where the information.
Right. So the more you reproduce a study and you come out with similar results, that shows you how valid and reliable it is
Okay.
across studies, right? And so that adds support, that adds evidence, right?
Yeah, of course.
And if a bunch of different institutions all over the
are
world
all agreeing
and all sorts of
Yeah.
scientists, I mean, unless there's an enormous conspiracy where all the scientists got together and be like, "Fuck everyone, we're going with the
See,
new
that's
world
where
order."
things are getting tricky because people do feel like it is very conspiracy government. It's like a government
But
plan.
that just doesn't make any fucking sense in terms of like science. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that just wouldn't.
There's just a lot of hypocritical moments. Like
I
how,
just don't think it's possible to pull it off in terms of like science. Like if you're gonna have a real study out there,
Yeah.
and it gets reproduced all over the fucking world, like eventually the scientists are gonna come out with the fucking
The
truth.
facts. Homie from whatever he was in the Joe Rogan shit, he even said that fuck, what did he say, bro? Wow, bro, I just forgot my thoughts.
He's talking about the research.
Yeah, it was something about the research. Fuck, what was it? Dude, brain fart, bro. Go ahead, bro. Keep going.
Was he saying like in support of certain research or again?
I fucking brain fart.
Maybe it was questioning the research.
Questioning
I
the
don't
research.
know, but
Just keep talking. I was gonna come back to me.
I don't have an issue. Like the thing about the research is like, you know, what adds weight to it is the fact that a bunch of independent scientists can provide evidence all over the world and reproduce the same study again and again and again
Yeah, for sure.
and show evidence for it and present those findings
Yeah.
publicly to be scrutinized over it. And their career may be ruined if they find out. Well, not maybe, it will be ruined.
100%. If there's
find-
people fucking
if they
lying.
find out that you falsified evidence, I mean, that's illegal, right, in general. And it would ruin your career as a scientist. So
It's tough, man. Coming from a guy that like me, that's not very like, I'm not reading all these information stuff, but just from like my standpoint, just I guess like an average consumer, I
yeah,
guess.
just a regular person.
An average Joe. It's hard coming from the average Joe point of view
Yeah.
because there's so much little fucking things that come out and it kind of fucks with your mind. And one point you're thinking like this, then one point you're thinking like, what the fuck? I just read this.
Yeah.
It's so hard. It's very, and there's facts on both sides. I feel like there's a lot of like helpful information on
I feel
both.
pretty lucky on that end, dude.
What do you mean?
Because like I got to go. Like first of all, I studied at a research university,
Yeah.
right? And they showed me like I had so many fucking classes on research methods and fucking statistical analysis. and
Got you.
Up to my fucking head in research,
Teaching you how to fucking study pretty much.
teaching me
And teaching you how to like read information.
how to run a study, how to run a study. Yeah, like actually conduct a study.
Right.
You know, and just different types of models, 2x2 analysis of variables.
Right. That shit you're gonna fucking ace it.
That's
You're gonna know what you're reading about too. 100%.
And so like I might have to like understand the biological terminology and get up to date with that, but like in terms of like the structure of a scientific research paper presenting the stats and shit, I understand all the stats and all that shit, the structure, the scientific methodology.
Yeah.
I can understand all of that.
Bro, at this point I'm the ape and you're the fucking
No, I'm fucking retarded. I just
I'm the real retarded
I just
one.
looked at a book, dude. That's the difference between you and me is I
Gotcha.
studied some bullshit.
I know less, bro, so whatever. But yeah, dude, it's a hard place to come from just when there's so much information out there.
Yeah, it's increasingly annoying me, by the way, because I'm
That's what I'm saying. At this point, I'm just like, yo, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go live my life, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do what I want. And that's probably what a lot of people do.
I think in general that's what people do. People become like nihilistic about it. They're like, fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit. I'm gonna live my life the
I'm
way I
doing
want
me.
to, and I'm gonna just do me,
I'm
bro.
like, I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna fucking sit in a fucking house all day, lose my job, end up fucking homeless, or do what do you want me to do?
And I'm pretty sure the people that ended up getting COVID and just dealing with it, they were like, yo, that's it? Fuck it. I'm not getting vexed.
Yeah.
Like me, I'm just being honest. That's probably what people are going through right now, bro.
that happens a lot, man.
And then you see somebody else who gets COVID and they're going through it fucking tremendously bad, and it's like, fuck, it's...
Yeah, I mean, and there's people that do die. I mean, that does happen. So, I mean...
That's why this whole thing is fucking hard to even just grasp and deal with. It's just... It's some shit, bro.
Yeah, that applies to, like...
Just life and period.
Yeah. And
Just information out there.
Just information, dude. It's information overload.
And that's the era we live in now, because back then nobody knew shit. Like, there was no info out
Yeah,
there.
people were so confident back then because they felt like they knew everything.
Yeah, once CNN said it, it's like, oh yeah, that happened.
There were 2 fucking channels or some shit.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Like,
And that was the one anchor, and he would tell you how the world works, and you would shut off the TV, and you'd be like, well, now I know.
and think about it like this: on a mental health standpoint, it's like, at
It's been bad.
what level does reading so much stuff and like just gathering so much information fuck you up mentally? At what point?
Well, in general, like,
Imagine how much people that have anxiety during this time.
there's a lot more of that. going on.
100%, right?
A lot more depression, a lot more suicides, record cases of drug overdoses.
I bet it's been going up because, bro, at a time like this, it's really, and it's sad. We have all the technology in the world, but we can't just provide
No, that's been an
accurate
issue.
fucking
Have you seen
info.
what happens with the schools?
In what sense?
And the schools, there's been a lot of districts where like the teachers, they don't want to go because of like the risk and shit.
Oh, wasn't that going in Chicago?
And in
They
Georgia,
had like
and in
a
Georgia-
strike.
And in Georgia, yeah, the teachers unions got together.
But was it COVID related?
Yeah, COVID related, right?
What, a lot of people were getting sick?
And I don't know if a lot of people were getting sick, but in general, what happened was the teachers pulled up and they were like, "Look, we don't want to risk ourselves like this. Why should we?"
Fuck this shit, yeah.
And everybody else was like, "Bro, these are kids. They gotta learn. You're a teacher. You gotta fucking do this. You know."
Damn.
So like on
That's
both,
a hell of
so,
a-
so both sides have a legitimate claim. Like on one side, there's like, "Bro, my kid is like suffering terribly, like crying every fucking day."
Mentally, that's what
from
mental
not
health.
He used to just go to school,
Be happy.
meet up with his friends and shit. Like that was a huge, like important part of his life, and now you just took that away.
Now kids are
And-
stuck with masks in their mouths, bro.
Yeah, now you're telling me like, oh, you don't.
You think kids should wear masks?
I mean, like, what age type shit? Because I don't think a fucking 2-year-old, a fucking 1-year-old, a baby or some shit like that.
What's the lowest age that they should wear?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know, but like,
That's a controversial topic too. A lot of people.
yeah, because it could be like suffer. Can you imagine what if you're a baby and you're asthmatic?
Yeah,
You
bro.
have asthma and
Bro, let me tell you right now, when I was working at Amazon and I had a mask on for 8 hours, I don't care what anybody says, sue me. Bro, that shit got to me after like a couple hours, bro.
I can imagine. Fuck.
Bro, like I was legit feeling like, even if it was a little bit, I would legit feel a little nauseous. I would feel like a little weird, like having this fucking mask on my mouth for just, I could wear it for like maybe an hour or two, but bro, after the 6 hour,
It starts fucking with you. Yeah.
bro, that something happens to you. Like it could be mentally, that shit just. And I remember I did an Uber delivery once. I don't know if I said this on the pod before, and I was delivering to a doctor. And the funniest shit ever, like, cause on Uber you gotta wear a mask, you know the whole shit. I'm wearing a mask and he's like, yo, what are you wearing that for? Take that shit off. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this guy telling me this? And then he ends up telling me like, oh, I'm a doctor, this and that. He told me like a scientific fact that you can't wear a mask for too long.
Wait, there was a doctor that you got on Uber? Or,
Yeah, like I was delivering food to a doctor on Uber. He wasn't at the hospital or nothing. He was just at his house.
so he got some Uber Eats and he was like, what the fuck are you doing with that piece of shit?
Literally, like in that same sentiment. Like he was just like, he's like, yo, what the fuck you doing with that?
What the fuck are you doing?
Like he was laughing and
fucking
shit.
retard.
Yeah, just like that. And I'm like, man, I'm just wearing it for my job or whatever. I just told him that. And he's like, oh, no, man, trust me. Don't be wearing that. Like, it doesn't even work. And I heard a lot of information about that. Masks don't even work.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I mean, I saw some,
Like any of those masks that we have out there, I think it's the only one that works is the N95 or whatever.
the ones the doctors use.
Those are the only ones that actually work.
I think people should actually like use those in general because like,
I'd be down for that too, yeah. Bro, these ones that I have one in my pocket somewhere. Anything that's like just like a fucking cloth mask.
and the other thing is like, no, that's booty.
That's what I'm saying.
That's booty.
Any of them shits. Even the ones that most of the population wear, which is like the actual mask one, like
Yeah.
the blue one or whatever. Even those don't work. They don't.
It's definitely. I mean, for you, it's not really gonna do anything either. Like for the person wearing it, I mean, you like for example, maybe it's useful in a way if everyone is wearing it in a really tight space for a while, right?
I mean, and then they'll say it's a what is the thing? The disease? It's a what's the word?
Airborne.
It's airborne. So it's like, bro, no matter what the fuck you do, you're gonna catch it if you're out there somewhere, regardless, even mask or no mask. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's like I said, the information thing. Like I've been told that masks don't work effectively.
I'm not privy to this shit, so I'm just not gonna.
Just a listener of the JR, whatever that's just called.
The JRE.
The JRE, the experience.
Have you seen the Joey Diaz clips?
I seen that. You sent that
You
to me.
seen Joey Diaz?
Yeah.
What do you think about Joey? Bro, that dude is a legend in my
I fuck with Joey Diaz. He's cool. He's funny.
a fucking bro. There's so I gotta say, that wasn't one of the best ones. I gotta send you like one of those fire.
I like the story. The one that I remember the most was the story of him with who is the singer? What's her name?
I know you're
Fuck.
talking about, yeah, that her husband used to beat her up or some shit.
Yes, bro. Why can't I remember her name? I feel so fucking
I
bad.
think everyone knows is like she's the really good singer.
Bro, that did a lot of crack and coke
yeah,
or whatever.
Her husband beat the fuck out of her.
Fuck. Damn, I feel like an idiot right now. I know the dude's name is isn't his name Bobby? Not Bobby. Wow, bruh. This is why I need to smoke before the pod, bruh.
Damn.
I've been sober, man, for the pod for like episodes, bruh.
How you gonna protect yourself against COVID if you're not?
I'm gonna toke the big doinks, dog. I gotta keep going, dog. Yo, for real though, like next episode, I'm getting fucking fried. I'm lifted. Like I don't like the sober man swag.
I mean, I agree. You should get fucked up before the
I know
podcast.
you're a little off the nicotine. Like what are we doing here?
I got my shit going on.
That's what I'm saying. And
vibing, bro.
I'm out here just sobered up, dog.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
Are we? How far are we, dog?
We're an hour and 10.
Hey.
We're an hour and 10 so far.
Swag. The first episode of the new year, doggy.
It's fucking going swell, man.
Did we end up talking about the Brazilian politicians fighting each other?
No, we didn't talk about that, bro.
Yo.
It was wild.
I don't know all the info about it, so like I said, we don't do research on
That's
VN
happening
APE.
in other countries too. That shit goes wild, bro. I love
We don't
that.
do research on VN APE. We just hear things and talk about them. So apparently these two Brazilian politicians, they had like a debate or something, or I don't know what it was, but they were like, you know what? Let's take it to the fucking ring.
Based.
And they duked it out. And I actually have a video of it where we could see it right quick. Yo, this is what we need in USA, bro. Just imagine if we had politicians in the fucking ring duking it out to see who's president, or like just to duke out for some whatever policy they want to. Yo, that is insane, man. Like, hold up. Where is it at? Post I've liked. Account. God damn, Instagram.
That's happened in other countries too, man, where they beat the fuck out of each other and they just
Really?
Dude, there was this awesome politician, Canadian politician, dude.
Okay.
And this guy would try everyone's set. I mean, every fucking one, right?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is a guy, and by the way, he got caught one time because somebody filmed him. This is a really fat guy.
Okay.
Really chubby dude, right? And he was smoking crack in the video, right?
Typical.
And, yeah, so he's smoking crack in the video, and he's like unintelligible. Like you can get like some of the words and understand what he's saying, but like for the
Yeah.
most part, just you know,
Yeah. Okay.
fucking like blabbering, but no way, you know.
Can't understand them at all. Shit.
And he's like, but the black votes. I mean, I gotta, you know, that's basically all you understand. He was
Right.
smoking crack, you know, the coloreds or some shit like that, and and that shit went viral. Yo, rest in peace to that guy, dude. What the
Oh, he
fuck
passed
is that?
away?
Yeah, he passed away. Dude.
Damn, R.I.P.
But I gotta send you the compilation, bro. He was he was hilarious.
Dude, this was it. Two Brazilian politicians settled a dispute over a water park conservation project by fighting each other in a 3-round MMA fight.
Oh, it went down like that?
I wasn't playing.
Oh, I thought you were. What?
Dude, these dudes went at it. Like, they went to the fucking ring. You thought I was playing?
Yo, respect.
That's
And
what I'm
wait,
saying.
So they settled it like that? Like
They settled it like that.
So the winner got to decide the
The
policy?
winner got to decide the policy.
Yo, I gotta.
Yo, whenever you have the chance, go on YouTube and watch the fight. I think it's on YouTube.
I'm doing it.
Yo, these dudes are really ending fucking just problems in the world. They could end so many problems like this.
What if like a dude with really shitty ideas beats the fuck out of everyone?
Damn, imagine. Like, he's the toughest dude out there.
He's a bad motherfucker. He's like, listen, this is what you gotta do, bro. You gotta like fucking give the kids crack, give them energy,
Give them
send
everything.
them to school. They'll
Give
study,
them all the drugs.
They'll study like a motherfucker on crack.
But yeah, bro, when I saw that was new, bro. Has anyone even, like, the USA would never do some shit like that.
No, but I mean, it's getting there. It's
getting there, right?
It's getting there. We're getting more ridiculous every time, you know.
Oh, man. Dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think we're fucking set here, bro, because we're fucking running on 10. It's low battery time.
How much battery are we on?
We're on 10.
One
10%.
last topic.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for it.
Just to end it. Fucking AOC got
Oh,
COVID.
good Jesus fucking Christ! Don't talk to me about fucking AOC.
AOC, you talk shit about Florida. You talk shit about our state. You talk shit about N APE state. And you had the audacity to come down here, party, maskless.
First of all, this is someone who has a bachelor's in economics but doesn't know jack fucking shit
Let them know. Let them
about
know.
economics. I mean, if you're gonna tell me she's now an expert in epidemiology, in addition to not knowing jack shit about anything else.
And didn't she even talk shit about DeSantis or whatever?
Talk shit about everyone. She's a fucking populist. You know, she gets, you know, all the little fucking lefties all riled up. Like,
The radical left.
the Green New Deal, we're going to spend all this fucking... There's this retarded idea that you just print more money and there's magically more stuff. It's like, no, you print more money. There's the same amount of stuff. All you're left with is more money.
I can't stand the hypocrisy, bro. She was talking why would you talk shit about a state and then just end up there?
Bruh, and she, like, do you remember when the Cuba shit happened? She put out this fucking letter. And
About the embargo?
The letter, it was like one thing about like, yeah, we don't like that they're, you know, like fucking punishing people for speaking out. You know, they got to respect freedom of speech. But this embargo, and the rest of the fucking letter was about the fucking
About the embargo, yeah.
It's like, do you not realize that this is like people just...
She's a fucking socialist, though. It's like, what?
No, off rip, she's a socialist. I mean, she supports Bernie. Bernie's openly a socialist. Which,
no brainer about it. I actually seen a video...
First of all, I got to point out the fraud.
Go ahead.
None of the countries that he points to when he talks about socialism are socialist countries. None of them.
Who, Bernie?
None of them. Yeah, when he points to countries and he wants
Give
to
me some examples.
He wants to put like Finland and shit like that. I mean, there's countries in that area, in that part of Europe, that have like lower fucking taxes for capital gains and shit than we do. Right?
Yeah.
They have a lot. I mean, it's completely different, the structure, right?
Right.
So there's some parts where they spend a lot more money, but there's other parts where they're even more capitalist than us, right?
Like
so,
where?
I told you, like in terms of like capital gains and shit, like
Finland?
Yeah, countries like Finland, Denmark, and shit like that. Yeah, they have a huge private sector.
He's named these.
He says, well, Denmark does this, so why can't we? It's like, first of all, you're going to compare the economy of Denmark, a small-ass economy, compared to the biggest economy in the world, and be like, we can do that. It's the same shit. Bro, come on, bro.
It's ridiculous,
Are you serious?
bro.
You're going to tell, bro, that's...
Damn, like, you know what's crazy, too? We didn't even talk about the Q Shaman interview.
Can you tell me, though,
Sheesh.
is it the same thing to try to feed, like, a house of people?
I know you're going to say
And to
no,
feed an
bro.
entire fucking thing.
Yeah, no, man.
Would that work the same way? I mean, this is the...
Bro, nobody can... I've been fucking looking all over the YouTube worlds to just try to find a communist dude
Who's sensible.
Yeah, and who could give me like, oh, okay, all right, that doesn't sound so bad, but bro, to this day, there hasn't been
But
one.
it just sounds like stupidity.
It sounds stupidity, and not one of them has even convinced me a little bit. Like, I just can't find one.
Listen, bro, we're moving on here. Look, shout out to QAnon Shaman, who has like 140
Swag. Shout out to Channel 5. Shout out to Andrew. I think that's his name.
Respect.
Yo, that fucking... I know we gotta go, but god damn, that was fucking golden, man. He talked about the president, Hillary Clinton, and sucking the baby's blood.
First of all.
And, bro, he was just saying... That was our podcast right there in that whole hour. Like, if we could have him on a pod, yo.
Oh, that would change everything.
Yo, we would...
That would change everything.
We'd be there for like 3 hours. Like, and he sounds pretty like a smart guy. He doesn't sound like some dickhead.
He does sound like he's bipolar or some shit, though. Like, he's...
Nah, the picture I seen him on his mugshot, he looked a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. He looked a little...
I gotta be honest with you, though. I'm still... Bro, I just think he's a legend, because I remember he pulled up to the chamber.
What's
right?
in the suit or whatever, the Capital 6 shit?
Yeah.
Capital 6, January 6th.
He's like, fucking A. I was like, oh, what a fucking legend. Yeah, he just pulls up there dressed up like a fucking Viking shaman.
Yeah, he's a Viking guy, the shaman or whatever.
And he has these horns on and he's shirtless and he's like, fucking A. I'm like, bro.
Oh, and I forgot, since we are talking about January 6th, bro, Kamala compared January 6th to fucking Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Can we just end the pod like that? Cause
let's end it like that, because that is some stupid shit to say. I mean,
when I heard that, I was just like, And then she tried to throw in like 9/11.
What that was is a national security failure. That's what that was. You let a bunch of rednecks inside
Come
the
in.
Capitol.
Yeah, that's
that
it.
was a failure on your part to control the fucking riot.
I don't see how
there were riots there all over the fucking place throughout 2020. It happened during the Black Lives Matter protest.
they didn't say nothing about that though.
But
I was super with the whole Black Lives Matter riots. I don't even care.
I don't have an issue with like the fact that there was there was violence and shit. Just
Of
like there was
course.
violence in January 6th. But the issue is like they didn't allow that to make it to the Capitol. They allowed this to make it to the fucking Capitol and breach inside.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a failure on their part because the other guys were trying to do the same shit. They were trying to go in.
Fam, I don't care, bruh. If that shit was filled, and I know there was black people there, but that shit was a whole Black Lives Matter thing at the Capitol. Yo, bruh, they would have not let them in. I don't care what they say.
It did happen, and they did not let them in. So I mean, it's ridiculous. Why the fuck did that happen? It just
Pearl Harbor, dog. Do you know what that is?
That's ridiculous.
People were getting fucking bombed.
We're fucking done here, bro. This is ridiculous.
Yo, rest in peace to everybody that died in Pearl Harbor, bro.
Rip. Respect, by the way.
Yo, N APE, we are coming back with a banger this year. The laptop is about to die, so peace out, motherfuckers.
Fuck Stalin. Fuck Fidel. Fuck Hitler. Peace.